Hello guys, how's it going? It's awesome to be back. I know it's been a while since our last tutorial, and I hope you guys like this one. So, on today's tutorial, we will be talking about database transactions and how to work with multiple API requests happening at the same time. So mainly, I'm talking about like multiple users treating the same API at the same time. Let's imagine that two users click on a button at the same time, and we're talking like about critical stuff like, I don't know, withdrawing money out of their bank account, or I don't know if, let's say, we have like one remaining spot in for our course and two users want to join the course at the same time, and I will show you how to not build something and how to properly build something, so you guys will see a real case scenario. So first of all, we will have here a simple database where we have a bank account with 5,000 dollars, whatever. And then we will have two APIs. One of them will run this request. This is just a group where we have a get record. So we're getting a record with a certain ID. I'm just setting this statically. Then we're sleeping this for 10 seconds just to trigger here the flow, just to show you the example. Then we have a precondition where we want to know if this get record from here has enough money, if the amount that we have in the bank account is more or equal than the amount that we want to subtract or withdraw. And then at the end we want to edit the record right here. So we will just subtract the money out of the bank account. By the way, I don't know why I set this to be a string. It doesn't matter. That's not the tutorial about, but whatever. And then we have here another API function where we don't have the sleep, where we are just editing the record. Like, once again, we pass the same precondition to check if we have enough money, and finally we edit the record. At the end, if we have run both APIs, we should have 0 here, right? Because we are subtracting here $2,500, and the same here. So let's see what happens. So let's run this. Let's run this again. So as you can see, this doesn't have the sleep function, so it automatically edits the record. And this is still happening. And it just finished. And at the end, even if we finish after it, we still have $2,500. So it means like this is not working properly. Like if we're talking about money, this is a wrong setup, because this API just edit this record. But this is the thing. Well, when we got this record, this API function hasn't happened yet. But even though the data that we get from this get record, we already got it, and we didn't log this. Even though we had it logged here to be true, there is something that we need to have in mind, that this is super important. We need to set up this flow within a database transaction, and I will show you what is that. And this is a simple function that Xano has for us, where this log really has power, where we will disable other APIs to edit this record while this is happening. So now we know that this flow is broken. This is something that we cannot use on our web app. But now we will see a proper case, and pretty much we just move this whole group into the database transaction. So now this get record with the log to be true will disable other APIs to edit this record while this is happening. And this is fantastic, because now the database transactions, well, this won't work if none of if all of this doesn't succeed. Like if all of this function doesn't succeed here, if all database functions below only succeed if all of them succeed. So this is pretty cool. This is a must use on this type of flows. So I will publish this. I don't need to really, but I will publish this. And here we don't need to add it inside a database transaction, but either way, this is the flow that we should follow all the time, because this is like the second thing that is happening, but it doesn't matter. This is like the proper flow that we should always follow. So we will publish this. And now let me just show you what happens. So once again, let's just set it up to be 5,000 here. Or even, to make it even more cool, let's just trigger this first to subtract $2,500 and this after, and see what happens if both happened and we have a negative value here, or what happens. So let's run this. This has the sleep function, so it will take 10 seconds here, and I will run this at the second time, and look how much time is taking the second, even though this doesn't have the sleep function. And we got the error, you don't have enough money. So this function right here was waiting for this API to finish. So that's fantastic. And this is the proper flow that we want to do always, to avoid this type of issues for multiple users triggering an API at the same time. So now we got 0. This second API didn't work, and the second user didn't get the money. So this is fantastic. This is the flow that we should use on our site. So let's keep this in mind. I hope you guys like it. And yeah, we will be sharing more videos soon. Thank you so much, guys.